So tomorrow on the 8th at noon Eastern time, I have a video going up about some of the Nintendo Switch 2 accessories that have been seen on the CES 2025 show floor. Now, if you're not familiar with what CES is, it is the Consumer Electronics Showcase. And while it's not as great as it used to be, there are still video game companies that do attend this thing. Now, originally that was just going to be the one video for tomorrow, and I accidentally deleted today's video, but a video just popped up on Twitter showcasing the Nintendo Switch 2 pretty much in action. Now, I'm not saying that this is the actual Switch 2, but this is a printed out mock-up of the size and scale of the Nintendo Switch 2. It shows how the Joy-Cons work, and I think this is just absolutely crazy. So there will be another video tomorrow on the 8th at noon, depending on when you're watching this. I don't know. Just watch that video too. Sorry I deleted the other video, but we definitely have to watch this. So in tomorrow's video, we're going to take a look at Genki, who is the company that is going to be showing off this thing here. And Genki has many Nintendo Switch 2 accessories coming out for the system, or at least planned. Now, Genki has already released different products for the Nintendo Switch family of systems, but obviously when it comes to Switch 2 stuff, I mean, Nintendo hasn't unveiled it themselves yet. But this is like an unveiling. Now, you're not going to see any software or anything like that, but you're going to see some very, very interesting things within this. So first off, we have the system itself in hand. Now, like I said, this is obviously not, this is a scaled replica. This isn't a functioning system or anything like that. You can't boot it up and play Super Mario Odyssey on here, but this is a true to size form and function of the Switch 2. And as this video goes along, you'll see here, right here, how the Joy-Cons sort of work. Now, I don't think that this is actually going to be a thing. I think it's going to be a magnetic Joy-Con, but I could be wrong on that. Like, it might have some sort of holster like that, because it does kind of pop in right then and there and then gets reattached with this thing. So this could be an external case around the system. Not 100% sure on that. Like I said, you know, this is obviously a mock-up. The video itself does have audio, but it's not in English, and I'm a gaijin, so there's not much that I can really take away from it. But just kind of looking at it, like, it does appear like there is an outer casing on this system. You can see here the black lines around it. I'm sure that's not how the system itself is going to be. So I'm assuming this is something like a case, maybe a battery case or something like that, that will protect your Nintendo Switch 2 system. And that's going to be some additional coverage for the Joy-Cons themselves. Now, we have another look here of the blue, which is obviously, you know, allegedly going to be the color here. We have the release button for the Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Con so that you can attach and detach. That's how it goes into there. No more rail system, which is always a very funny image of what I do, but there's no more rail system. It now goes directly into the side of your system, like we saw in that previous thing, or into this Joy-Con stand here that will charge your Joy-Cons, because they're an accessory manufacturer. That's what this company does. That's the kind of stuff that they focus on here. So you get a look at this. This is actually going to be in tomorrow's video thumbnail. They have a better looking image of this that I used, and we'll talk about that tomorrow, kind of the functionality of these things, the buttons as well, because I mean, button, who's got the button? You could see here that it's pressed in and then it is released. So once again, let me show that again. You see that the button gets pressed in this mock-up, and then bam, it detaches from the system, which, I mean, that's pretty much a confirmation for me. You know, obviously this isn't, you know, the actual system, but it kind of is the actual system because it's being based on the actual system itself. So this button gets pressed and then you can easily remove your Joy-Cons. I obviously think that's a good idea. You know, the rail system, these are some third-party Joy-Cons here, but the rail system is fine, but outdated. You know, this is, I think, a better idea and a better option for things. Now, you might notice something right there. Look at that red. This is a sensor of some sort that is in this Joy-Con, and the rumor is that this could be potentially like a mouse system where you could use a Joy-Con as like a mouse or an IR pointer or something like that. There's obviously something going on in here. The fact that it gleams red definitely tells me that there is technology in there that is going to be something like that. How would you use a mouse like that or something? I don't know. Maybe you give me a new Mario Paint, Nintendo. Where the hell has Mario Paint been? Like, we got it on the Super Nintendo, one of the finest games on the Super Nintendo, or experiences, I should say. You got some weird stuff on the 64DD, which is even cooler, and like nobody's ever played it. Maybe I'll make a video on that one day. But there's something going on here. There is something going on here. You can also see the blue and the orange Joy-Con color scheme, and then the Genki employee gets in the way. Get out of here. And now this is nice. Size difference. The size difference between the Switch 2 and a Nintendo Switch standard system. That is not an OLED system. That is a standard system. But you can see like the bezel around it, the larger screen real estate, the fact that it is a bit bulkier. But of course, you do have to remember, like, this outer casing here is an outer casing. It is an additional thing. So take that, take like a couple millimeters off of the size of it, but it's obviously a bit of a bigger system. The buttons themselves actually look a little bit larger too, which I don't think anyone is going to complain about with this. But I'm under the assumption that this is an accurate markup because this company is making products based on this. They have to have some sort of information in order to do that. Yes, it could all just be circumstantial. It could all just be, oh, well, maybe this is what it's going to be, but I don't think you're going to take a lot of time, effort, and research and development to do something that is a maybe. Now, going right along here, we could see the underside of the system, and that does show that this is indeed a case. We have the USB slot on the top of the system. That is still a bit of a mystery. Another look at it in hand here. We get a look at the Joy-Con. Once again, does this just repeat? This may just repeat. Oh, wait, hold on. What the hell is that? So we have some weird Joy-Con contraption, obviously a way to hold the Joy-Cons as opposed to the dog bone design that we've seen before. Obviously, that mysterious C button is also going to be there. We don't know what that is, but, it's an interesting image. And then we have a look here at, I'm not quite sure what this is. This looks kind of like a Switch. You have a tempered glass protector for the Nintendo Switch 2. This is from a different company, JSOX, who I actually own a Steam Deck dock of theirs. Funnily enough, because I needed a dock for my Steam Deck and they had one on Amazon. So a tempered glass screen protector. So another company that is indeed at CEX. And then the final look at the major size difference between the two. But I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, this is craziness, bro. This is nuts. Like, and I understand. Like, let's be real here. Okay, this is a generated image and all that sort of stuff. But this, to me, is like the first look at how the system actually works, like the first video of it showing it in action, because up until this point, everything that we've talked about has just been speculating. We've been guessing how this is going to work, how the system is going to use the magnetic rail system, how is it going to connect in there, this, that, and the other. This is kind of video proof of how this is indeed going to work, how you depress the button on the back that was a mysterious button, and then everything comes off nice and easy. So, I was about to get in bed, honestly, because I was very pissed off that I deleted my video from today. I was in a foul mood, but I saw this on the Twitter timeline, and I was like, holy crap, I've got to talk about this. Now, I will have a link to the original tweet in the description box down below, should you want to watch the video on your own accord. But give me your thoughts, man. Like, this thing's got to be coming sooner rather than later. Like, I wasn't quite sure if January was going to be the month, but I think at this point in time, like, I do think January is going to be the month. More and more manufacturers are going to be showing off stuff like this. More and more companies are going to be showing off things because these companies, you have these events. You have something like CES. You're trying to talk to wholesalers and distributors and get your products in people's stores or a part of a distribution line and things like that. So these business-related events are indeed very, very important. But I'm loving what I'm seeing, except this thing. This thing looks like a weird lady part. Oh god, I took my sleeping medicine already. You gotta bear with me. This looks like a weird lady part, and I don't know how I feel about it. But give me your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. Be sure to check out the other video going up on the 8th at 12 p.m. Eastern time. If you're watching this one first, we get a look at a bunch more accessories for the Nintendo Switch 2 that are being done by Genki, different controllers, different sorts of options and stuff like that. A lot of fun nitty gritty stuff in there. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. Sorry that I deleted the other one. I'm an idiot. I know it was a mistake. I accidentally uploaded something that was supposed to go to the second channel. I went to delete it and I accidentally deleted today's video. I'm still pissed off about it, but hey, you know what? Hopefully this video does well. And as always, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.